All right, welcome to day 2. So it says I have 30 minutes of time to fill, and I need to get this floor area cleaned up and this table cleaned up. I thought about taking that tote downstairs finally, but it's a little heavier than I should probably carry, so I'll just let my son do it tonight. But this is my spot on the couch, and I literally just cleared this off the other day, and it already looks crazy again. So we're gonna clear that off. So I'm gonna start by moving my water bottle to the table. I have my ramen bowl that needs to go to the kitchen and get rinsed. And I think I might have found a use for that kitchen towel holder. These two skeins are really kind of goofy right now, but I could potentially use it for yarn, like a yarn holder, so maybe, we'll see. I do need to dust it off though. And I don't think I have any clean rags left. Let me find a clean rag. Alright, sorry about that. I should have been more prepared. Let me get my rubbing alcohol mitts. I did realize earlier today, listening to Midwest Miracle Cleaners, whatever the name of it is, that he uses 91% rubbing alcohol mixed with water, and that dilution dilutes it down to 70%, which is the recommended amount for disinfecting or sanitizing or whatever. And I've been using 70% diluted. So when this bottle is empty, I'm going to go get some 91% if there's any left in the stores. I really should have shopped the last 2 days before the mad rush hits, but I'm hoping it won't be an issue. And honestly, like, I just bought a pack of toilet paper, and we don't really go through it that fast. Plus, there's a little bit of a pack downstairs. So we're probably fine on that end. The only thing we really need is groceries. I haven't really been buying groceries that much because of our fridge not working right. We have the drawer freezer, and I mentioned that it wasn't sealing correctly, right? So because there's air getting into that, there's too much oxygen getting into the freezer, it seems to be affecting the fridge being super duper cold. So things don't stay good, as it's like half the time they will go bad. So I don't want to fill the fridge with groceries that end up going bad. Made that mistake twice already, figured it out, not doing it again. So we've been kind of living off of minimal groceries right now. We got some yarn balls that can go back in the bag for now, and a magic eraser piece that I was using to clean shoes that are down there. Well, that is pretty much, the shoe cleaning is done for now, so I'm going to put this in the drawer in front of my sink until it's needed again. This is the coaster that I do my coffee cup on, and it's gotten a little sticky. So it did have a picture of my daughter that my husband, on a horse, that my husband laser engraved for me. But after all of the moisture that's been on it, you can't really tell that it's her anymore. So laser engraving a tile is really not ideal for using as a coaster. Okay, So I have a couple of more crochet squares that are, the ends are all tied in and they're ready to get blocked. So I'm going to put these by the blocking board. I'm actually making 2 sweaters. I had some color combinations of yarn I was trying to use up, and I started making 1 sweater and then realized it wouldn't work. So I'm going to end up making 2 sweaters. One that's got the darker colors and the white, and then this one that has white with this pink camo. And I'll probably try to do some matching colors like light pink or dark pink or greens, and do like a lighter hued sweater, I guess. So all of these still need the ends tied in. But that's going to go on the table for now until we get the tabletop cleaned off and dusted. This is the stuff that yesterday I was saying that I put over here until I could make a bedroom run to my room. So let's see if there's anything else that needs to go to my room up here. Technically this can go. This has a little baggie of buttons for different crochet things, little wood buttons I ordered off of Wish or something years ago. And then I have these Tunisian crochet needles. So they're crochet needles, but they're long with an end on them. I haven't found a Tunisian type of stitch that I am happy with yet. I may end up getting rid of all of these that I have. And I don't remember buying them. I kind of do, but I'm not sure. So these are going to go back in my room for now as well. That's it to go to my room for now. You know what? Actually, I have this little baby speaker. It's a really good little speaker, but it has... Where's the charger port? It has... See if I can get it to focus. That really old style shape. And I can't find a charger cord in my house so far. I've got a long ways to go, but I can't find one yet that fits this. And holding it in my hand, I realized it's dusty. So let me just give that a partial wipe and make a trip to my bedroom real quick to drop these off. So in June, my son was in an accident on his electric longboard and ended up in the ICU for 14 out of 16 days with head trauma. And I stayed 24 hours around the clock with him because he's autistic. And having me and my voice there when he would wake up confused from the head trauma and all these strangers poking at him really kind of just helped things be smoother. I could explain things to them of what his personality is like. There was a lot of different things, so I was there around the clock, and I got used to sleeping in a wide open hospital room. So I've had trouble sleeping back in my room with the door closed because I don't do the door open when I'm sleeping. I don't need pets waking me up at night. That irritates me. And if I'm in my room, they will wake me up by being around on the bed. However, when I sleep on the couch, they don't bug me all night. So I have been sleeping on the couch pretty much since my son got back from the hospital, minus a few nights. So right now my room has been kind of the catch-all. So compared to normal, it's trash, but it's also been the catch-all for other things that I don't have a home for yet, and our carpet shampooer and the vacuum, because Snuffleupagus, the St. Bernard, likes to pee on those. So they have to be in a closed-door room so that he's not peeing on them. Fun stuff. Get a dog, they said. It'll be fun, they said. So here's my driver's license and my debit cards. They go in this phone case, but this phone case is falling apart and the little pocket doesn't stay closed anymore. I do have in my Amazon cart a new one, but other things just keep coming up that are more urgently needed. So it just keeps getting put back in the for later folder. So I'm just going to put these cards in here for now and set this on the table because I do keep it out here so I can grab it when I run errands or whatever. These are just receipts that I use my Fetch app for. And I think I'm pretty sure I scanned these in already. So these can go in the garbage can. This is my notebook that I keep for my to-do list. My little boxes that I check off. And it's also for any kind of brain dumping when I'm on a phone call and I need to make notes about something so I remember later. Just a little, I think I got this at Dollar Tree for $1. But yeah, that, and I like to write in pencil because I don't like scribbling things out. So my mechanical pencil. This is my car manual that I brought in to check for the fuse for the fuel pump, and there wasn't one. So this I'm going to put on the table to try to remember to take it back to my car. This is my mail, so I keep my mail separate from my husband's, otherwise it's just out of control. But this is the bills that I have to pay, along with other random things that I want to follow up on. Actually, there is some of my husband's mail in here. How did that happen? So these are going to go on the table with that other pile of mail from yesterday that I haven't sorted yet. I try to, ideally I would be sorting mail once a week, but I can't ever seem to pull that off. So for now, it just is what it is. So these are going to go to the side for the moment until we get the table cleaned off. We got the dog brush. And this goes to the Wheezy that I bought for the St. Bernard because he's having some potty issues. He has not used it once. I don't know if it's the way it's set up, but he likes peeing on the arm of the couch or the side of a tote or the coffee cabinet, which is a whole nother conversation we're not going to talk about. But I thought that getting him this Wheezy would fix the problem, and he hasn't used it once. So I am going to end up selling this because it, minus a screw that I broke, it's brand new. It's only been used, like, he might have used it once because there was some pee in there one time. But since I cleaned it, he has not touched it. So I spent $207 or $217 for this thing. If somebody else can use it and it actually works for them, more power to them. But at this point, there's no point in having it. I am going to peek at it though real quick. Yeah, no, it's just collecting dust. So, the manual is going to go on the table for later when I get ready to sell it. The dog brush can go right here for now. Business cards, random little notepad papers I keep there. This was a unused paper towel, so I'm going to be using that to dust this off when we get to that point. This is my son's mail, all the mail that's come with getting insurance and medical bills. So that's going to go on the table for now. Oops, sorry. I have to kind of keep everything separate or I just get completely overwhelmed. Here's another speaker. This is a speaker that I was using with my laptop. My laptop speaker is god-awful. So when I was trying to watch movies or whatever off my phone or off my laptop, I was using this speaker, but then all of a sudden it started like sounding really weird. I don't know if it was the speaker itself or the aux cord, but something happened. So I think this is going to go underneath that other coffee table over in the corner for now. Or on it. I think it's going to go on it until we get that far, and then I'll decide where it's going to go. Out of sight, out of mind, and I may need it in the future, so it's going to stay where I can keep an eye on it. Doing these videos is really helping me get my butt in gear. This video was going to be for tomorrow because I already have videos coming out for tomorrow. But I just couldn't stand looking at it anymore, so I was like, let's just get it done and do another video. Because I can schedule them out as I go. So this is my cup of pens and paintbrushes and markers and stuff that sits here. One of these days I want to crochet a little cover for this thing so it's not so darn ugly. But that's on a to-do later list. Random screw. This came from a vacuum that I know I threw away, so that's going in the garbage. Actually, it's going in the junk drawer because, for all I know, the new vacuum uses similar screws. They have really, you're not going to be able to see it, but see how wide those, come on, focus. Anyway, the little ridges are really spread apart, which is not common. Threads. The threads, that's what it's called. The threads are spread far apart. That's not really that common, so I'm going to keep that just in case. This I was using to make circles and lines when I was making myself a to-do list, or it was supposed to be a schedule. And I borrowed this from downstairs, so that needs to go back downstairs. So I'm going to put it on the back of the couch by the stairs so I can grab it on my way down. This is my wand for my vacuum, and it doesn't have a home. I've never been able to find a good home for it, so it just kind of floats around. I'm going to put it in the corner, around the corner of this cabinet here, since I cleared that out this morning. So it's actually a better home than it's had. Same with this broom. This broom can go over there now. Got some dog slobber fur on the cabinet. Wait till I get to the walls. I'm going to go around and show you what a St. Bernard does to your walls before I mop the walls. This is my extra cigarette pack for overflow that goes downstairs with me when I make cigarettes. This is my glass cleaning cloth. There's two of these, so I'm going to grab the other one. That's going to go on the table. Everything's kind of going on the table right now. Not a whole lot's really getting moved, which is concerning me. So this is the rest of my Bill stuff and some of my son's stuff. So these need to get sorted real quick. I got a couple more receipts from Walmart that I've already inserted. But these are all receipts that I might need to return things. So they're going to stay on the table real quick. And if in a couple weeks I haven't had to return anything, then they can go in the garbage. Oh shoot, there was something else that needed to go back to my purse. Eye drops. This is a charging pad, which I keep forgetting I have. And then I have some yarn scrap that I still need to use up, just a little bit of yarn scrap that can go in my bag here. And I've got the tweezers, crochet needles, my little scissors, and my needle that I use for crochet. Those can all go on the table for now. I'm going to drop these eardrops off in my room and check on the dog. Hi. Are you all done? Oh, that's a good boy. Did you go potty? You didn't even go potty. Were you just being a nosy Rosie? You didn't even go potty outside, buddy. Alright, I have a random Q-tip that has some dirt on it, so in the garbage it goes. I have a needle, a smaller needle for different things. I'm going to stick it in this eraser for now, and that way it's not going to get lost. I always keep that eraser up there too if I decide to draw, or if I am making a graph or something and I need to erase lines. Lighter. This is my stylus pen that I use every day. I'm going to stash this extra lighter in a drawer for a minute. keep them stashed around the house because my husband is a lighter thief. And then I have none. So I have these reusable Ziploc bags that I bought. I love them. But I am not using them kind of the way I thought I would. But I'm for now putting yarn scraps in there. Just the little tiny short pieces that I can use as filler for things. I have used them in the fridge and freezer a little bit, but not as much as I thought I would. I put my popcorn kernels in one. But I guess I'm just still getting used to using them. My ashtray. This is a roll of tape that I've been sticking all of this stuff in to stand it up. And I also keep my earplugs in there for when I take a nap and it's, you know, I don't want to get woke up. And last but not, oh no, we got Velcro dots. Those need to go to my room. It truly is amazing the amount of consumerism and the amount of things that we accumulate over the years. My incense holder and my incense, this was one of the uses I found for one of my little containers. That's a garlic container. And so I just put a bunch of the incense in there instead of having the whole bag out here. And that way when I need one, I just tip one out and we're good to go. Particularly when the cat stinks up the house, because for some reason cat poop is so much more stinky than dog poop. And so when he's done his business in the litter box and it stinks up the whole upstairs, that's usually when I light an incense. It's amazing that something so little can make something so rank. So here's the shock collar that needs to go back by the sliding glass door. This is my little lap table that I got at Walmart for like 17 bucks. Had one of these as a kid, and I've been wanting one again for so long, especially when I'm, you know, just spur of the moment things I need to do sitting on the couch. It's really, really great. But it needs to move for now, so I'm going to put it on the kitchen chair. Last but not least, we have two more tiles over here that just don't really have a use or a purpose, but they're very dirty. I'm going to use this paper towel to throw the tile. And we'll spray that down and wipe it down a little bit better. Well, that's much better. Isn't that beautiful when it's... Isn't that cool? My husband's a Leo, so he made himself a Leo tile. Came out really nice. And this one was an anniversary tile. It didn't come out very well, but he made it happy anniversary, and then one of our wedding pictures, and then the amount of years we've been married at the time, which was 19. Oh, this year we got married in 2003. So this year was 21 years. Okay, so now we're down to just the lamp. I'm going to do a dust off with the rag I brought out. And then I'm going to grab the pledge. No, I think I'm going to grab the Old English after I get it clean. Even my cord has dust and hair. Pardon the lighting change. I guess that's not horrible, but yeah. So this hasn't been done in a hot minute. I've done sections, but not the whole thing at once like I'm doing right now, which is really what needed to be done. Dog slobber balls. Or dog hair slobber balls. Whatever you want to call it. We got some cobwebs in the corner, I see, so let's grab those. You know what? I might even do just along here, just to see if any of these smudges come off. No, they're not really coming off. Alright, I'm not going to break my butt over it. So, I'm going to go get... Go away, Nosy Rosie. Yeah, I'm going to get the Pledge to clean it, and then I'll do Old English. Right through here in the front, where it's always open, or open frequently, definitely is a bit noisy. While I have this on the floor and I can see into it, I can see that there is dust and cobwebs. So I'm going to use my drying towel from yesterday that's still not officially dirty and use that to clean the lampshade. Ooh wee boy. Cat. Watch out, kitty, you're gonna get dust all in your face, baby. Wow, it's like changing colors, man. I don't know if I mentioned this in yesterday's video, but part of the reason I'm doing these videos is things have been a little crazy for several years now, and things just stopped getting done for a while. And I kind of went into a severe autistic burnout and have been sitting the majority of my time on the couch doing nothing for at least 6 months or more. Some days it's so bad I'm not even watching a video. I'm not playing on my phone. I'm literally just sitting here staring. But I'm starting to feel myself come back out of that. And I am currently unemployed. And I'm running out of time on unemployment. I'm going to have to get a job. And I promised myself if I ever had a bunch of time off, like I was so mad about not getting time off during COVID, because I wanted to get my house back in order. And here I've been sitting here for months now, not getting it done. So it's now or never. I think I did mention when I was watching Lady's speech last week, or the other day, that part of her message was get up and get moving, get up. And so that's been playing in my head quite a bit. So that's what I'm trying to do. But doing these videos on top of that is really kind of kickstarting me. So that's why we're here. I don't know if these videos, if anybody's even going to watch them, or if anybody is helped by them, but it is helping me, and so I'm putting them out there because even if it helps one other person, then that's good enough. So, just like all of my videos, you know, if it helps one other person, that's good enough. I'm happy with that. Can't do much to help others, but I can do this, and if it helps someone, then all the better. So I'm going to do the legs a little bit later as I move down. Right now I just wanted to get the top. That was really gross. Again, please don't be embarrassed by your own houses. We all have our issues. Alright, I'm going to dry that with another towel. That sounds gross. Oh, okay. There is some hard spots, but I hate the sound of microfiber. It's gross. Unless you're autistic, you probably would have, that makes no sense to you. But for autistic people with, I think it's called dysphonia, We can hear crazy things like that, and it's ick. I don't like it. All right, so that other rag I grabbed earlier, I'm going to now, these were like a microfiber washcloth that I bought at some point and hated them. They're god awful. So I use them for rags now after I found some normal terry cloth washcloths. And I just put just a little bit on the rag. That's all you need. A little goes a long way with Old English. And these are really nice tables, so I would like to keep them nice. So yeah, we're just gonna give this a good rub down. And it looks like even that was too much. So I'm gonna fold this in half to a dry side and try to absorb some of that, rub it in, buff it in. I don't want an oily